Welcome to the McGrady Sports Podcast, home of all of your hot takes and long shower cries. We are your hosts, Chasey McGrady and Ben Grainger, bringing you all of your up-to-date fantasy sport needs. Hey guys, how are we doing today? I am your host, Chasey McGrady.
And I am Ben Grainger.
And we are bringing you the first official episode of the new McGrady Sports Podcast.
Woohoo!
Yeah, now before we get started, we're just going to give you guys a little background on who we are, what we're doing here this year, and what we're getting excited about. This is going to be an episode to kind of give you a little bit of a recap of what we did last year, but really the most important factor is that we're going to be giving you a preview of what to expect in 2016.
Also, this feels like the very first day of class where, hi, my name is Ben, and I'm an alcoholic.
It's exactly what it feels like.
Yes.
Except I don't remember having that day of class and there being alcoholics.
You didn't go to the right class.
Or the right college, apparently.
Probably not. You did go to Wofford.
Yeah. All right, so I'm your host, Chasey McGrady. I'm going to be your fantasy sport expert. We're bringing on the co-host, Ben. Ben's going to be helping us out this year. He's in charge of media operations. What does that mean? Well, Ben's going to be keeping the social media sites up to date. He's going to be working out technical aspects such as filming, editing videos, and podcasts. But most importantly, Ben's going to be the co-host on this show, and he's going to be here for a lot of humor and hot takes and mostly the long shower cries that we love.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I cry in the shower on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I can't wait to actually start like series production. Currently, we've just been planning, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm ready to dive into some serious work.
So the first thing we're going to do is recap last year. We started off helping people with their drafts. That was pretty successful. Most of the people made the playoffs if they didn't win their whole tournaments. We helped a lot of people make their daily fantasy sport lineups. A lot of that was really successful. A lot of the content's on the website. You can go look at it until I personally burned out somewhere around week 9 or 10 in the middle of the season. There's an article on the website that's posted now where you can read up on that if you want more details. What we really want to focus on is that we took most of the NBA season off to just reset, reevaluate, and restructure the streamlined process of what we're going to be doing this year and our new strategy, which is tournaments.
Have we mentioned the tournaments?
Yes, we're going to be playing tournaments. What I want to start focusing on is what every expert is telling you not to do. All the experts that are playing daily fantasy sports are telling you to play cash games. They're telling you to slowly build your bankroll. They want you to grind each and every day and learn the system. And what I'm telling you is that is fundamentally the wrong thing you need to be doing. All the experts are playing 50-50s. They're playing cash games. That's how they make their money. That's how they make their living. They're essentially professional poker players asking you to come in and play low stakes every day against them when they're not playing in the high stake games. And that's where your biggest advantage is, because the strategies in low stake and high games are completely different. Now I realize I'm using a poker reference for a daily fantasy sports site, but that's where you're just going to have to bear with me a little bit.
So what are we going to do this year, Chase?
What we're going to do this year is we're going to play in free tournaments. Now what I mean by that is that the sites FanDuel, DraftKings, Fantasy Draft, Fantasy Aces, Fantasy Feud, all the numerous different sites, most of them have a free tournament every single day. Now, in these free tournaments, typically the top 10, 100, really like top 10%-ish, maybe even like 3%. The top half will win either real money or credit they can use on the website. So what we're going to do every day is post a lineup on our site. The lineup will be for DraftKings or FanDuel or whichever site has a free tournament that day. You'll take that lineup, you'll play it in for that site, and then hopefully you'll win money that day. Then at the end of the week, we'll come back on this podcast, we'll reevaluate how our week went, and then hopefully we will have won some money or at least some credit that we can carry over until football season.
So these free tournaments are going to make us money.
Exactly.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Can I sign up right now?
Yeah, so it's no investment. The most groundwork you'll probably have to do is like going onto each of these new sites that you're not familiar with, like Fantasy Feud or maybe Draft Day, and you'll have to make an account. But making the account is free. You'll enter free tournaments, and then hopefully you'll win money.
So what are we going to do with that money, Chase?
We're going to save that money.
We
because,
are?
Yeah, that's going to be the smartest thing for us to do during the baseball and PGA season. We're going to save that money for football, because when football rolls around, that's when all the players show up, all the big tournaments show up, and that's where all the real money shows up.
And that's exactly what we're looking for.
That's exactly what we're looking for. Our slogan for McGrady Sports is going to be this year, what did you win when you win?
What'd you win when you win?
What did you win when you win?
I won $5 once.
Yeah. So what that means is there's a lot of people that come to me and they're like, I played FanDuel, I played DraftKings, I won last week, I played in a tournament, I paid $5 to play and I won $20. And I'm like, that's awesome. Like, good for you. Like, but I really don't care. Like, cool. Like, 1 week you won money, but most weeks you're going to lose money. What I want to know is when you enter $20 into that $1 million maker tournament, did you win the $1 million? And there's a certain strategy you need to win the $1 million, and it's eliminating the rest of the people's competition. You have to take a high variance, a high risk standpoint, knowing that most of the time you're going to lose. Like, you're going to be on the bottom. Like, you're just going to be blowing money away. But the day you win, you're set.
You're going to win big.
Yeah, and that's the thing that most people are uncomfortable with, losing money. People hate losing money. But what if I told you, in these two scenarios I'm going to give you, what if I told you could play the lottery every single day of your entire life, but every other day you won your money back? So you would lose one day, the next day you'd like double up. Or you could play the lottery every day for 5 years and lose every single day. But after 5 years, one day, you win the mega jackpot. Which scenario do you like more, Ben?
I like jackpots.
Yeah, I like the jackpot.
Jackpots! It's a fun word.
Yeah, that's what tournaments are. People are really uncomfortable. They don't want to play players that are like high risk, high volatile, because they want to win. They want to win that day. They don't understand that when they're winning a little bit, when they're playing a $20 tournament and they're winning $30, $40, they're not really winning. Like, it's what you win when you win. You want to win the $1 million. You want to win the $500K. You want to win the $50K. You want to win that leaderboard. So that's what you're banking on. You're going to lose most days. We're going to teach you a process that's going to like teach you really, it's going to feel like we're teaching you how to lose, but we're really teaching you how to win. And you'll get that by the middle of the baseball and PGA season.
And to bring it full circle, we're basically going to be playing PGA and MLB tournaments all summer long and saving the money from those tournaments. The money that we make from those tournaments, we're going to then use for NFL. We're doing that because that's where the huge money is. There's a bigger payoff, and that's well worth your time and investment. You're not going to make as much money playing MLB and PGA throughout this season as you would NFL.
And what we're using most of the MLB and PGA tournament season to do anyway is just to teach you how to play. So every day you're going to log onto the McGrady Sports website. You're going to look at your baseball lineups, play them, and win money. Then at the end of each week, we're going to go into a podcast and we're going to review the week. And we're going to go over why we played certain guys, who we played in situations, why we didn't play other guys. And each week you'll learn a little bit more about like how to strategize in tournaments. We'll use this information the entire summer so that when football season comes, we're ready to draft teams, ready to make tournaments, ready to make money, and hopefully have a really, really good year.
Yes, we need an army, guys, and it all starts with you.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We hope you guys are getting really excited. A lot of content's coming soon. And when baseball kicks off on April 4th and the Masters kicks off that same week, there's going to be tournaments, there's going to be money to be made, and we're ready to get started.
That's right. All right, guys, let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up indeed. Thanks again, guys, for listening to our first official podcast. I'm always your host, Chasey McGrady.
And I'm Ben Grainger. Make sure you're checking out the website and up to date on all of our social media pages, Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.
Thanks, bye.